Hello Aries, this is Ashley. We're going to be doing your reading for the week of September 5th. So the week of the new moon in Virgo. We're going to look at past, present, and future to get an idea of where you're sitting and what's coming in for you around the time of this new moon. So right after Labor Day weekend in the US, we will be seeing this moon come through. Recommend you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements for a full picture of what's coming in. And be sure to check down below in the description box. I have opened up private readings for the month of September. And you can also find the link to my Instagram channel if you're so inclined. I do daily posts there for what's going on in the cosmos. So let's get started. We're going to do a 9-card spread and then clarify it, kind of get some more details on what might be going on for you. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Emotions. That's the Three of Cups. I'm using the Muse Tarot today. So we'll see how that Three of Cups comes into play for your reading. But overall, just laying out the cards, I'm already seeing that someone here is walking away from something that is no longer emotionally satisfying. Could very well be a relationship. It may be a workplace. Could be a number of things. We'll kind of see what comes through. But it looks like, for the most part, this particular situation, whatever it might be, is just proving to be kind of just heavy, not emotionally very satisfying. And it looks like you're kind of looking for some excitement, creating something new here. So let's go ahead and get started. In your past position, we have the Happy card, and it is in the reverse. And in the reverse, it's just kind of talking about, wanting to lighten up and not take things so seriously. Really introducing some humor and some fun and just play into your everyday life. So at the time of this reading that I'm doing it now, I'm filming on the 30th of August. This could be where you're at right now because it's in the past position for the new moon, which is in a week. So if you're not yet experiencing this, this might be coming up in the next few days. So let's see, we have the Seven of Voices, Four of Emotions, and the Ace of Materials. So I feel like you're just kind of walking away from perhaps something that was a little bit, kind of muddled with deceit and lies. You can see all these foxes on this depiction of the Seven of Swords. But I also kind of just get from this that you're walking away kind of on your own from something. So let's go ahead and clarify. The Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups. What do we have? The Four of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Four of Cups again. And for the Ace of Pentacles, we're getting the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups. So that's the card that came up at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like just really wanting to like look into the future and move into the future in a way that is, you know, introducing a lot more fun and humor and happiness and play. We can kind of get so bogged down in the day-to-day drama of everything. It does look like I'm actually gonna get one more for this Knight of Cups. It could very well be that you've had someone in the past, a relationship that has ended, that at some point you felt was your dream come true person or experience. But I feel like they introduced some lies and some deceptive behavior in the past. And it does appear that they have, at the time of this reading, might be coming in for another go. It can also be, I'm also getting that perhaps this Knight of Cups is introducing something new and fun, and so it's making it easier to walk away from a past situation. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and I just clarified the Knight of Cups with the Tower. So it could very well be that you've been in a situation in the past that was kind of muddled with below board behavior. But somebody comes in, could be the past person, could also very well be a new person. In fact, I would say that I'm feeling that more. Is that someone new has come in, could for sure be a water sign, or even a Scorpio here with this Tower. But I think you've been presented with kind of a shocking offer of love. Could be someone wanting to date you, or has kind of come out and offered up their feelings for you. And something about that has really sparked like the fun. It's like you've had all this drama and stuff in the past that wasn't emotionally satisfying. In fact, it was bordering on boredom. With that Four of Cups, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like, it was just getting really old hat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so long that you can deal with drama before you're like, oh, same old, same old. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. And it's like someone comes in here that shakes that up a bit, makes it a lot easier to put the past in the past, because what you're looking for in the future is this new beginning. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and it's coming in with the Two of Wands and the Three of Cups. So like dating and fun and play and a potential new outlook on the future. So that's looking really nice, Aries. Let's look at, well, and we'll kind of see how that kind of comes into play as we move into the week of the full moon. So this will be in the present moment for the new moon, excuse me. And we have creation, and it is the beaver moon. And you can kind of see how, if I can get the glare off the card, there's like these blueprints sitting here. And this lady's kind of sitting almost on like a crate, kind of gazing at the moon and looking at these blueprints. And what it's really kind of talking about, like if you think of the beaver moon, and beavers in general are extremely industrious creatures. They not only build their own homes, but they create dam systems in the water that has a real impact on you know, the flow of streams, rivers, that kind of thing. And they're hardworking and they're really kind of getting down to the details. And so this could be a very creative new moon period. It may be that you are setting some intentions for, you know, just what you want to create in the future. We have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Materials. So or Nine of Pentacles rather. You're sitting in this place of being single, being free. You can kind of see how she's like got her arms outspread. And, you know, really just kind of working on what works for you. When it comes to this whole theme of happiness and fun and just kind of tapping into that more creative side. I mean, you don't have to be an artist to be creative. You can get creative when it comes to friendships, dating, you know, working on your house, you know, whatever it may be. And we do have some incoming communication here. Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So let's see what comes through with those. Why do we have the Page of Cups? We have the World card. So it could be dealing with an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. We also have the Ace of Swords. So some sort of breakthrough truth could very well be tied to this, this tower in the past. We have some heavier Scorpio coming through. We'll see. Knight of Swords is getting the Five of Pentacles. And the Judgment card was popped up when I looked down, so I'm going to set that aside and see how that comes into play. And the Ten of Swords. So yeah, just really taking off and leaving the drama and the garbage in the past. What about this Nine of Pentacles? Empress. And the Seven of Cups. So really, in this, it's almost like this I want to say pre-birth period. It's like deciding what it is that you want to create next. And there's this feeling of a lot of excited energy here. Because we've closed out a cycle in the past. And now we're getting, you know, all kinds of ideas of what the future can hold. And this kind of brainstorming kind of period of time can be really exciting because until we narrow down what we want to do, it's like the world is our oyster. We can create whatever we decide to create with that Ace of Swords, but it's going to be something that will be in line with your truth, with your personal truth, with your heart here, because we also have this Page of Cups, and the artwork on this deck is really interesting. You can see her heart's glowing. She's got all these little fish swimming around her. And then she has this opening into her sacral and solar plexus area of her body. And it's like this opening into this forest, this wide open forest. I don't think you'll be able to see it on the camera. But it's like a doorway. Is kind of what it feels like. Like the doors are opening because this past cycle has been closed. And I think you're communicating your truth as well. We have this lovely Knight of Swords. It's like Pegasus and this bright opening into the clouds. It's like all of your truths are coming forward and you're willing to stand for them. And I think clearly the thing that is showing up is that you're putting the past in the past. You're letting go of those harder endings, the things that created this feeling of rejection or just being kind of left out and in the cold. You could have also had some tight finances in the past that were kind of bringing your vibration down. It's like this, you know, when we get stressed about something, we're just constantly in this low vibe place. And it's showing up in our outer world. Now with the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Empress and the Seven of Cups. So it's like take your pick, kind of as to what you want to do moving forward. And I really love the energy of this because the Empress is all about abundance. So it's like you've decided to turn your back on this, which is never good enough for anybody anyway, right? Like, everyone's worthy of more than that. And you're stepping into this, and the Empress is showing up, and you're just like taking your pick of what you want to create next. So this could be in love, this could be in work, any number of things. Now we do have the Knight of Cups, and like I said, we have heavier water placements here. And then this Judgment card kind of popped up too. So I do feel like there could be something from the past that's maybe attempting to kind of sneak back in. It's like the minute you have this wake-up call that you want life to lighten up and just become more of an adventure. Here comes the past, you know. But I also get this feeling from this card that, you know, I feel like your soul has been calling to you to kind of get more into that playful, experiential place where everything's like this wonder, right? And when we're in that place, then everything comes through as like a miraculous unfolding of what's possible in the world. So in this future position, we have Let It Go. And you can see we have two hummingbirds, and they're kind of untying this twine that sits around this heart. And what this particular card really talks about is not just like releasing something from the past, but doing so in a way that's very focused on forgiveness. And you can see it's a number 24, and that reduces to a 6, which is the number of the lovers. So very clearly a past relationship that you are releasing, but more with a focus on, you know, forgiving the other person. And it specifically references like Ho'oponopono, and those kinds of practices where we're performing the act of forgiveness to release our own karma. It's not that, you know, something someone did from the past was acceptable or okay. It's for our own lighthearted benefit, is what I want to say. We have the 6 of Voices, the 8 of Emotions, and the Knight of Materials. So we're just moving on into the future, into the unknown. But there's like, even with this, it's funny because the Knight of Pentacles is often the slowest knight in the deck. Very grounded, slow pace. But in this depiction of the card, there's like that air of excitement again. It's like this lighthearted excitement for the future. So it may not move as slowly as all that. Let's see, 6 of Swords. Yep, moving away and out of the regrets and the burdens with that 10 of Wands, putting it down. What do we have? The 8 of Cups. We have the King of Cups, so there's that Scorpio again. And we also have Temperance. And I'll talk about that in just a moment. What about this Knight of Pentacles? We have the Star. That's lovely. Like moving on into a destined future and healing from the past heartbreak. So forgiving for the sake of your own healing. Healing that heart space. With that King of Cups coming through with Temperance, you could very well be entering into a very healing place as this month leads into the full moon in Pisces, which takes place, I want to say, around the 22nd, maybe, 23rd. Don't quote me on that. But it's like this choice has been made that you want life to be more exciting, more fun, and it should be. And so you're walking away from the burdens of the past. You're letting go. But I think what this row is really talking about is that as you walk away and into the unknown, that is your future, that your best healing or your quickest healing method is to really kind of work on forgiveness and those inner, deeper emotions that have been associated with this past person, relationship that has, betrayed you. And really, take a nice, I love too that this Knight of Pentacles in this card is like this deep orange red color. So it's like you're also healing from some of those root chakra upsets that took place. I mean, this change in the past could very well have affected your living situation, your finances, and with this orange coming through, there's actually quite a bit of orange and red on the table. It's like you're stepping into healing of that kind of your foundation and your roots and your power to step into creation. The sacral chakra is about creation. It's that sexual energy that can be honed in a creative direction. And it looks like that's what you're doing. So this looks really good, Aries. I hope that was helpful. You might want to check out the Scorpio reading, though it does appear to be perhaps someone from your past, so maybe you don't want to look at it, but it'll be interesting to see what comes through in the Scorpio reading. And that could just be that they have strong Scorpio in their chart. It doesn't mean that they have to be a Scorpio sun sign, right? So I hope that resonated, and good for you on this endeavor that you're on. This really fits in well with a Virgo new moon, because Virgo is all about grounded steps in creating, healing, taking care of yourself and your body and your mind and your heart so that you're in a very balanced state of being. So I will see you in the next one, Aries. Bye.